What if your self-doubt isn't something to fight, but something to dissolve, something to disappear, something for you to alchemize and change? And what if self-worth isn't something that you need to earn, you need to achieve, you need to struggle to get to, but something that you already are? Welcome to Next Level Self-Worth and Conquering Doubt. Once and for all. As somebody who perpetually struggled with self-doubt and fear and being seen for, I would say, over 10 years, even though I was trying and I was dipping my toes and I was doing the things, really being seen, being witnessed, putting myself out there was not something that I liked to do. And a lot of my clients do not like to do this. It is challenging to go and look and be in front of a camera, or to put your business out there, or go out there and go after your goal, or ask someone out on a date, or ask someone to be your friend. Like, there is a lot to be seen, and there's a lot of self-doubt that comes in. And I do feel as women that self-doubt is one of our biggest hindrances. It is the thing that is going to stop you the most. You are going to second guess yourself. You're going to question. You're going to ask a million other people for their opinion. And then you're not going to do the things that you're meant to do, your God-given gifts, the things that you're meant to do and create and put yourself out there. And as somebody that has spent so many years on the sideline, we got to stop it. We got to stop it. You got to stop it. And you got to be like, this is the time. This is the moment. I get to do this. I get to do this my way. I have had mentors and people that I paid tell me, you know what, Steph, the way that you're doing this, it needs to be in this structure. It needs to be in this way. It needs to be in this strategy. And then I didn't like it, and I resented, and I tried it, and it never stuck. Where I actually like to do things and create things a certain way, a certain rhythm, how to do things. Like, I like to go on video and I have a script, I have an idea of what I want to create, but I also like to connect. I also like to channel. I also like to ramble a little bit, because there's some genius, there's some creative genius in there in the mess. And I just want to let it flow and let it go. And the thing is, self-worth is remembered. It's not exactly built. This is something that I thought I could pay and work towards and achieve my way to self-worth, achieve my way to confidence, achieve my way to the things that I want to have in my life. And that it needed to be built on progress. It needed to be built on struggle. It needed to be built on hustle. And I just was like, enough of that. The burnout is real. The frustration is real. The lack of momentum. It's like, how are people doing way less than me, but achieving way better results than me? Because they're doing it from source. They're doing it from their gifts. They're doing it from their magnetism. They're doing it from their power. And that power is remembered. It's remembered, and it's remembered again and again and again and again. And as you remember it, you realize you were never lacking. You're not lacking in any area of your life. It can feel like that. Maybe the bank account can kind of feel low. The invitations to go out, maybe the friendships, maybe the things can feel a little bit lacking, but that's not the real truth. The real truth is remembering that you are worthy. You were already worthy at all times and all points. No matter if somebody had said that to you, or you heard that in passing, or perhaps you took on some type of persona that your mother had or your father had, when you realize that actually self-worth is remembered. It's been remembered. I'm remembering it. And one of the most strongest statements in the universe is I am, right? I am worthy. I am confident. I am strong. It's the I am. It's how you see yourself. It's what sees within you. So the essence never changes, just the self-concept rearranges to believing and remembering that you are already worthy. And it's not something that you need to build. You don't need to lose the weight. You don't need to, clear up the skin, which I get. Those things help, and I get it. Like, I definitely struggled with a lot of acne for a really long time. And there's learning and understanding and self-care and self-love. And then also, drinking your water and taking care of yourself. But you start to remember that this is who I am. This is who I'm meant to be. I'm meant to be this person. And so self-worth equals remembering who you are. Again, I'll say it again. Self-worth is remembering who you are. And doubt only survives if you feed it. It is something that I fed over and over and over again. And I hope that you're watching this and you're done feeding your self-doubt. You're done asking yourself, is this what I need to do? Is this the path? Is this going to take me there? It's like you start to just trust yourself and honor yourself and understand yourself. But doubt is there to keep you in your status quo. It is there to keep you safe. It does not want you to spread your wings and fly. It does not want you to take the chances, the risk, to go after the dream, to ask the person out on the date, or to let yourself be asked on the date. It's not wanting you to do that because it wants to keep you safe. It wants to keep you in a box. And I don't know about you, but being in a box sounds absolutely exhausting and annoying and boring, and I don't want to be a part of it. So we got to let that go. Let it go. Let it go. And remind ourselves that doubt is dissolved by us stopping feeding it. Stop feeding it, and you will see your life begin to grow. And doubt isn't the enemy. It is the shadow that it is. So if you have some doubt, I call it out. I am fearing this. I don't want to do this. Call it out so nothing lingers in the shadows, because the shadows are the ones that are a little bit of the tricksters. Those are the things that are going to hinder you. If you say, I'm feeling doubtful about this. I actually did this the other day with my husband. I was like, I'm feeling doubtful about this strategy. And he's like, you know what? Totally okay. Yeah, you're right. Let's go this. And I was like, oh, okay. I feel much better. I'm feeling happier and more alive, and way more better that we're doing it this way. The doubt only survives if you feed it. So stop feeding it, start starving it, and assuming and putting yourself forward in that light of, this is where I'm going, this is what I'm creating. And you know what? Doubt can come along the way, but it's not going to steer the ship. The secret is acting as if, not efforting. So as somebody that is very good at doing and creating and putting things out there and going after and asking things and, trying and forcing my way through things. I've actually forced my way in the past for jobs, for opportunities. Yeah, it's all been great. But at the end of those things, they kind of blew up in my face. So I have learned to focus on who I'm being, becoming that woman, assuming that I'm that woman, being that woman, feeling that woman, and then the things come to me. The miracles, the opportunities, the money, the clients, they come to me. The success comes to me because of who I'm being, not because of what I'm creating or trying to effort or force. And actually, one of my trauma responses for a really long time was like, I'm going to force this. I'm going to make this happen. I'm going to ask that person. I'm going to go after that. I'm going to send the email. And then it would always blow up in my face when I just realized, what if I just came back? What if I just took a beat? What if I just breathed and acted as and moved as the woman that had that already? And then the outcome is so much better and lighter and enjoyable and more aligned with who I am versus me trying to be someone that I'm not. And worthiness is a state of being. So a little fun ritual is right before you go to sleep. Practice seeing yourself as the woman of your dreams. Practice seeing yourself as that worthy woman, seeing yourself as that person that goes after what they want, create what they want, do what they want, act upon what they want, and start to see your life change. You can do it with clothes, you can do it with rituals, you can do it with affirmations, with mindset, focus, you can do it with movement, but find what works for you. Self-doubt does not need to run the show. It doesn't need to run the show, and you don't have to continue living this way. When you can live from a place of self-worth and confidence, your life is going to just completely magnetize, and it's going to completely open up like a butterfly opening its wings. You're going to see things, you're going to feel things, you're going to be like, wow, this is great. This is who I'm meant to be. Why did I waste so much time not being her? Why? Your self-doubt is not stronger than you. And your self-worth is not waiting for proof or external validation. It is waiting for you to become, to act as if. It is waiting for you to remember that you're worthy, because you already are. You were born worthy and nothing has changed. You continue to be worthy. You are worthy. You are worthy. You are worthy. And just continue to ask yourself and tell yourself and feel into that and remember that that's who you are. You don't need to be anyone else. I am certain I am already her is going to echo so much in your life. You're going to feel it. You're going to radiate it. You're going to connect with it. And the self-doubt will no longer conquer your life anymore. Thank you so much for joining me, and make sure to like and subscribe. And also, I do have a special embodiment society coming very, very soon. So make sure you're on my email list at stefilane.com, and I'll see you then. Thanks.